Congressman Steve Scalise is taking a bipartisan congressional delegation, 8 Republicans and a Democrat, on a unique trip to see the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. But before they head out today, Majority Whip Scalise and Congressman Ryan Zinke of Montana are here to talk about the trip. And you just told me you're the first Navy SEAL in the U.S. Congress.
I am the first Navy SEAL in the House. There was a Navy SEAL in the Senate.
In the Senate,
Bob Carey, Medal of Honor winner. We're both SEAL Team 1 guys, but it's great to be in the House.
Oh, congratulations, and welcome to Louisiana. First of all, Congressman, you've done a number of these trips. A number of other people in the delegation have done the same thing. It's important to get people from other states, Congress people from other states, to see what's going on down here and why it's so important to not just Louisiana, but to the entire country.
Exactly. That's something I've been doing since I came to Congress in 2008, is to bring members down to actually go see a rig in the deep waters of the Gulf of Mexico. And we're going to tour Port Fourchon and talk to some industry leaders there later on. But we're going to spend a few hours on a rig in the deep waters of the Gulf. This rig we're seeing, it's called Tubular Bells, owned by Hess Corporation. They drill in about 4,500 feet of water. And so for members of Congress from all around the country, we've got members from, of course, Montana, California, Indiana, Gene Green, a Democrat from Texas. So we have a bipartisan group that's going to go out there, ask a lot of questions, learn a lot of other things about how we can produce more energy and create jobs here in America.
Do you all see less help from members in other states to support drilling now that there's such a glut of oil in this country and gas reserves, and the price is down so low?
The price has affected the number of wells. There have been a number of wells shut down all across the country, mostly onshore. But what we're seeing is a greater interest from members of Congress in states that haven't traditionally been energy producers. We have Barbara Comstock from Virginia coming down. They actually want to start drilling off of their coast in Virginia. And so we have other members as well. Buddy Carter from Georgia, they want to drill off the coast of Georgia. And we want everybody involved in the energy business who wants to produce to help America become completely energy independent and create more jobs.
And that's one of the reasons you say you're on this trip, because you do think it's very important that America be energy independent.
Well, you know, we need to stop being held hostage by foreign entities. You know, look at the problems we have in the Middle East. Yeah, it would give us a lot more flexibility if we were energy independent. Certainly Russia would not be as aggressive if we could export liquid natural gas. If you took the liquid natural gas portfolio out of the Russian economy, you know, they're a different country.
Although predictions are we'll be energy independent in the next several years.
Well, there's a lot of pressure, I think, from radical environmentalists, and a lot of it is here where you come and look at the facts. The facts here is that you can develop energy cleanly. You can make sure it's environmentally safe, and a lot of it is misinformation about what's happening in fracking. There hasn't been one case of a mix between a frack and an aquifer, not one case in over 60 years. It could happen, but that's why you have some regulation. It needs to be fair. It needs to make sure it's based on science. And a lot of these trips like this one, it's important for congressmen to take a look at the facts and look at the industry, look at how they perform. But being energy independent as a nation has been a goal since the Carter administration. And fracking, all the above, our technology, is a game changer. And we need to leverage that, but not to be held hostage by foreign countries in the Middle East is an enormous step for our national security.
And one of the big problems right now, in your opinion, is we cannot export oil.
Yeah, since the 1970s, there's been a ban on exporting oil. So while we import a lot of oil, we can't export oil. And so you've seen a lot of people laid off. You've seen a lot of rigs being shut in all across the country in these last few months as the price has gone down, instead of us producing, creating those jobs in America and being able to export in a world market. So this is something that's actually hurting our economy today. It's costing us jobs right now. This is a relic of the 1970s. We're actually looking at, we've had some hearings already on getting rid of this ban, removing the ban on exporting so we can create more jobs here at home.
Well, the weather should be good for your trip.